I don't do sitting quietly. No.
We took a few minutes just to compose ourselves before the start of the show.
Okay.
Is there a just like do the show button that just makes it all happen, so we can go off and drink gin? And...
We could just replay last week's and nobody would notice. It'd be fine.
There's a live and not live. That's the two buttons, and I press them randomly.
Maybe like replay last week, but in reverse, so it confuses everybody.
Yeah. We could do a best of show.
Oh yeah.
Clip show.
We could do that. So we could have a week off, couldn't we? The best.
Yeah, we just do a clip show when we want to reuse all the old bits.
Oh, this is Hollywood technique. We need a show in a bottle, but we only have show in a bottle. So.
The best of 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to film some little flashback interstitial bits between the flashbacks, and then say,
diddly-do.
And then like 45 minutes of flashbacks.
Yeah, it would be a short show, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The best of. Yeah.
The best of. No, well, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be the best.
I think.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Monday night's live stream from me, Ted at eModels, eModels.co.uk. And these are the two reprobates, Foxx.
Hello, where's Sergeant Bones?
And Chris.
Hello.
Yes, that was done in good game show TV style, wasn't it?
Come on down.
Next week. Bye.
Good evening to you. Welcome to the eModels live stream from tonight.
Did you needle stick then, Ted?
It was that other program that he does the hosting for that he was thinking about.
Yeah, I've got to think which show I'm on, which T-shirt I'm wearing this week. So yeah, all the fun and mayhem for a Monday night. This I've even forgot the date. Monday the 19th of November.
Mayhem guaranteed, fun not necessarily guaranteed.
Modelling. Whether we talk about modelling is another thing entirely. But, we're here for the fun, laughter, the chat, whatever you guys want to talk about. It's all up to you. It's nothing serious, nothing taken away, really. So, what else? Is that it? What do we talk about now?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Thanks for watching.
Come again next
See
week.
you next week.
As we say, it is up to you guys in the chat to give us something to talk about. Send in your emails to ted@emodels.co.uk.
Yeah. Doesn't sound right when you say it like that, though.
Right, do my spiel.
Yeah. Go on, do your spiel for.
Yeah, well, you know you're waiting
The
for it.
reason I have to live, basically. Yes, don't forget, if you're watching this and you can't see the live chat, if you're watching it, say on the emodels.co.uk/live or somewhere else embedded, and you want to join in the live chat, please do. We give stickers away, and we depend on you for things to talk about. So click on the YouTube icon, which is down here in the bottom corner somewhere, down there somewhere. Click on the YouTube icon. It will take you to the YouTube page magically, and you'll be able to see the live chat, and you can join in and type words and be nice. And lots of people, you met lots of friends. Don't forget, if you want to ask a question, and again, like I say, please do. You can put your question in chat in big fat capital letters so we can have a chance of seeing it. Me and Chris do chat duty with the chat dollies. If you want to, you can do the super chat, which is the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat. That puts your question or comment in a big coloured box and we can't possibly miss it. Or if you haven't got access to chat, like Ted says, just send us an email, ted@emodels.co.uk. You can ask us a question that way. You can send us a question to ask us about anything. It can be about anything, just for us to talk about. You can send us a shout out if you've got a birthday or a loved one that's got a birthday or a special event, or you've got a model show nearby, or just something you want to shout out. Or you can send us a question and answer so that when we do the sticker giveaways later on, we can use those questions and those answers, and you'll get a sticker if we use your question. And you need to make sure you send us the question and the answer, Dave Barker, question and the answer, and your name and address so we know where to send the sticker.
All in one email, not in three separate emails.
Yeah. You know who you are.
Yeah, some of the stickers had gone out this week. We eventually got around to sending them out. I didn't bypass the post office to go to the hospital or anything like that. So some of them were sent out, but however, we ran out of stickers. So if you're still waiting for one, don't forget we still got your name in the pot, and we'll be sending them out as soon as we get some stickers.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people have said. Brian Windmill says, "Hooray, got my stickers," and AJ said, "Thanks for my stickers."
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, who have we got in tonight, Chris?
Who have we got in? Well, I do notice that we've got a couple of special guests in tonight.
Oh.
We have in no particular order. We've got Nevbo model making.
Yeah.
And another one, Gundam UK. Both spanners. You notice they're little mod things. They're both spanners. No, it's not cruel. They've got to learn.
That's not a way to speak about special guests.
As well as them, we have obviously got Dad and Festa in being modding. But so there are a couple of new mods. So be nice to them, treat them gently, and none of that normal stuff that you do to the mods when they come in. So, but apart from them, we have in. I can't see the beginning bit of the chat. It always misses off the top bit. So I can see the first one I see in is Festa. Then we've got Sergeant Bones. He's in. I didn't know he was in.
No, he might have mentioned that.
No, he might have gone again, probably, yeah. LD. Carl from International Scale Modeler is in, briefly.
Is it Carl?
He's here for long.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Is it Paul? Oh, right, it's Paul. Sorry, Paul.
I don't know. Could be Paul.
We've got GB Model Zone, Sergeant Bones still there. Smooth, Meatballs and Bobbingtons, a new Bobbington skin tonight.
The ever-changing name.
We've got Ickle Pete, Lord Berkeley III, Model Making Guru. He's a mod as well, apparently. But
Spanner, different kind of spanner.
Yeah, completely different spanner. Brian Wimwell, as has already been mentioned. Rhodey Hobby Corner, Sprue Surgeon, I think was in, but he's gone now. So yeah. Barkley, Sprue, Sprue, and Dead, Meatballs, Sprue, Bones, Meatballs, and other people that I can't see because they're all the same names again. Oh, Phil Kett, there you go, and Scale Model Muse is in.
Yeah, and as for Carl from International Scale Modeler, he'll be along later, just as we're about to finish.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's it. That's right.
Yes, I think it's Paul from ISM tonight.
It's probably Paul from ISM and Carl's making models in there or something.
Models. Yeah, where you got that from?
I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah, Carl will come in just before we give the stickers away.
Yeah, strange enough, and win one and then disappear. Yeah. Christopher Coombs says left or right hand spanners. They're actually ambidextrous spanners.
Yeah, you can hold them in either hand. Adam Clark says good evening all from the delights of a cold Norfolk.
Yeah, it's been chilly today.
An International Scale Modeler says, lol, yeah, Paul will be along later. Damn Carl.
Nope. And Addy Math says, I'm here, Chris. So sorry, I didn't get that far down, but hello, everybody.
Sergeant Bones, apparently. Sergeant Bones says, where did I go?
I don't know.
Who can say, Sergeant Bones? Not for us to know.
Yeah, perhaps it's time that we should give a mention to our new mods to this evening. Wish I probably forgot who they were.
You've got your little note. You made your note. You read it.
Yeah, I had a little note stuck to my it's Monday sign and it fell off.
He had a note stuck to the inside of his glasses, but he couldn't see anything out. So
so Gundam UK, and it was who was the other one? I can't remember.
Something. Nevbo, yes.
Simon at Gundam UK and Andrew at Nevbo Model Making.
Yeah, who were pleased to announce our new eModels builders. They've joined the team this week, so we shall hopefully be seeing and hearing more from them in the near future.
Yes, we know what one of them's making for you. I'm not sure what the other one's making yet. I think he's still deciding. But I need to clear my throat. Give me 1 second. Order. Yes, we know what one of them's making. We've seen what one of them's making. He's already started it, so there you go. So yes, welcome to our 2 new video making people. If you remember, we did say it's an open-ended thing. We put a call out for people to do video content, and we've chosen Andrew and Simon. Doesn't mean we're not going to choose anyone else. Don't give up hope. If you had sent a video in a demo video and you didn't hear from us, don't panic. It just means we haven't called upon you at this particular point in time. We know who you are. We'll keep an eye on everybody who sent stuff in because we'll just keep watching and see how you develop. But we were just blown away by Simon and Andrew's demo videos that they sent us and the content and the quality of their work. So we're like, yeah, we'll have you two, please. Yep. We are still keeping that open though. So if you were thinking of putting a demo video in to become an eModels builder, you can still send us a demo video. That's always going to be there. We're never going to say don't send anything in because we're never not going to look at a video and think, well, I've that person.
Yeah, I mean, some of the current builders are getting a bit old and might be slowing down or retiring. And
So don't panic if you weren't picked or if you haven't yet put a video in. It's open ended. We'll always be on the lookout for new content makers. So if you want to join the eModels video making team, send us a demo video, 5-minute thing, just showing an example of you doing some editing, the quality of your work, and a bit of show and tell. And that'll be fine. Send it to ted@emodels.co.uk.
Yeah.
LD says, I've got a theory. I think you're all in the same room with different backdrops.
Yeah, but it could be. You never know.
It's actually like a little sort of three slice pie thing, and when we change shot, it just moves around really quick. There's only one camera. It just goes really quickly like that. That's why we look a bit dizzy every time the camera comes. Oh.
It's for my backdrop. Brian Windmill asks me actually, where's the U-boat? Yeah, I've moved the U-boat. There wasn't room for it. I've been working on this week, so I've just moved it out of the way so it doesn't get broken. On that note, what have we been doing this week? Have you been doing anything, folks?
I've been working on my Strike Rouge, Uotori Gumpler.
That's a puffin.
Yeah, that's a puffin.
Oh, that's not him. I never work on him. He works on himself. I've not had a lot of chance to get stuff done this week, but I have got all the decals done now, and it's had a gloss coat over the decals, ready for some weathering. So that is all done. There's not really much to show because it's all in bits. But all the armour that had decals on is now prepped and ready for the weathering to start. And then I've got to start on the backpack, so I've not done that yet.
While you're there, folks, Jamie Bones got a question for you.
I saw that question.
I probably ignored it.
He says, ask me what is my favourite Transformer model. Middle nonsense.
Chris, have you been doing anything?
What have I been doing? I've been doing a couple of things. I've been doing my TIE Striker, which is from Star Wars, Ted. It's a Star Wars spaceship thing. It's almost finished. I've finished the painting. I've got to do some weathering and that on it now, but that's coming along. And I've been doing something new that I've not done before. I've been painting tiny heads, or a tiny head. Let me find the zoomy button.
Zoomy button.
There we go.
Oh,
there we go. It should zoom in more than that. I don't know why it doesn't. Yeah, I've been painting a resin bust.
Focus, dear. Focus.
Is it focus? I can't see.
Focus on you and not on your little head, if you pardon the expression. Focus on your little head, not your little head.
Hang about. I find that I put the me up so I can see what I'm doing, and now I've lost the focus button.
Oh, I've broken everything now.
There we go. I'll get there. No, that's the wrong way. Too far.
No.
Back the other way. Back the other way.
Beautifully out of focus.
Yeah, that's almost Ted levels of focus.
There we go.
Are you locked on Chris, by the way, Ted?
I'll just keep talking. That'd be all right.
I'll look it up.
Yes, I've been painting a tiny head. First time I've done a tiny head, so it's interesting. It's fun. I've been doing a bit of oil painting. It's getting there. It's not there yet. I've still got to do some more highlights and some more shadows on there. But,
Simon from the UK says Foxx needs a tash like that. It is rather epic.
It is quite impressive. Yeah, he's obviously had a shaving accident and got rid of the bit in the middle.
Yes, I'd have to talk like this. I'd have to start talking like Colonial.
Yeah. Put yourself back in Ted Focus. There you go.
In the former life, says Smoo.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
he asks if it's me from the future.
Calling everybody scoundrels and
I think it's Ted from Ted's police days.
No.
Back in the Gambia.
As for me, I've been sort of trying to get back at the bench since my illness and things like that. So I've been doing a little sort of side project. And painting, and I've been painting little figures as well, little infantrymen for driving this cab and things like that. Just to sort of get the concentration, everything back, and the skills back up to speed at the bench. So hopefully, once I get this out the way, it shouldn't be too long. I'll be sending off some paints and that at the end of the week. I'll get this painted, and then I'll be back on the U-boat once I can get sort of happy with filming and things once again. So that's what I've been doing. I would show you more of this, but it's all in bits, and if I pick it up, all the wheels will fall off. And
it'll explode, won't it, Ted?
Yeah, that's never a good thing.
Yeah. Brian Wimmel says just some glass and it will look like Foxx. That's Chris's little head. Phil Lewis says it looks like the hunter in Jumanji.
Yeah, now you mention it. Yeah.
Digger Evans says it's a fine moustache.
It says moustache, though, actually.
Moustache.
It's one of those words that you say and you're never sure if it sounds right when you say it. Moustache.
I don't like people that say moustache.
Moustache.
It's an A, not an A.
It's posh, though, isn't it? It's moustache.
It's not posh. It's
moustache. Moustache.
Mustache.
Just call it a tash. It's a bit quicker and easier. Yeah.
Colin Fester says to Smoo, Sir Tedwick Skipperton III.
Yeah, of the Bengal Lancers.
And then Smoo says, yeah, but who were the other two? Dark history, that.
Junior and senior. Right. Well, so we
has a question for you, Ted.
Yeah. Ted. OD's got a question for you, Ted.
Yeah. He says, Ted, did you ever have a movie type chase when you were an officer of the law, jumping over fences and all that goodness?
He might not be able to tell us. He might be able to tell us, but then he'll have to kill us.
Did you ever do any running?
Yeah, I did. There was in the days of old, years and years ago, when we had to patrol on foot. You never see a policeman doing that these days, do you?
Did you have a whistle?
Yeah, I had a whistle. I've still got it actually somewhere. I was looking around, not if I can find it, but yeah.
It might be on the wall behind me. No, it isn't.
Yeah, I do have a whistle. I used to carry it. We had to show our appointments before we went out on patrol. The sergeant inspected our appointments each night before we went out on patrol. Truncheon, whistle, notebook, torch. Had to prevent them. But yes, did actually have a movie type chase.
Did you catch him?
No.
Did you run dramatically through a big pile of cardboard boxes and rent them all asunder as you went through it? I remember jumping over a wall and ripping my jacket. I thought, oh blast! I'm not chasing after him anymore.
So you ripped my jacket now. I'm going home.
Did you ever blow your police whistle and find yourself suddenly surrounded by hundreds of dogs?
Oh damn! I picked up the wrong whistle.
Yeah, well, we used to carry it in our pocket. I've still got my tunic somewhere. I must wear my tunic one week. One week I'll drag my tunic out. And put that.
Does it still do up?
No, I think what it is, it's the air conditioning in the wardrobe. It makes them shrink, so you can't get into it anymore.
I've got that with most of my t-shirts. There must be your air conditioning affecting my t-shirts as well.
Yeah.
Rustin Customs has observed something about your setting there.
Yes, I did notice it before he mentioned it. Actually, I wasn't going to mention it myself, but
well, whatever could that be?
Fester said he noticed it as well. Brian Winwell said yes, but it's orange. Yeah, it does look a bit orange.
Yeah, it's the same one. It's the same one.
We've been sat here for 45 minutes longer than everybody else.
This is also true. I noticed it a little while ago, but
I totally didn't.
I didn't mention it.
Yeah, I thought, I shall move it around each week. I shall move it around. Well, there's only like two places. It can either go there or there.
Yeah, there or there. Well, no, you could move it around much further and put it behind the camera, and people could guess.
Carl at Making Models, is anybody doing the stickers now?
Must be time, no.
Yeah, sorry, Carl, you just missed the stickers.
Sergeant Bones says, Uncle Gelb.
Always in early.
Right. Have we got any questions? Send your questions to Ted at eModels, eModels.co.uk. Shout outs. We've got a shout out this evening for Peter Salter. He says, hi guys, it was his birthday yesterday. Please, can you have a shout out for the show tonight? Yes, of course you can. Well,
happy birthday. While we're on birthdays, Scale Model Muse says it's his birthday, her birthday, on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
We need to sing it now, don't we?
I assume it's the next Saturday.
Do we have to sing it?
Yeah, we have to sing it now. So we mentioned the birthday, we have to sing it.
I thought we only sang it if it was the birthday. Not
gosh.
After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Three.
What kind of countdown was that?
After 3.
I'll count down on my timer.
You got bored halfway through the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I think the words are not sing.
Happy birthday to you.
To the people that wrote in.
And Muse says Colin has to sing to me, not you lot. So sorry, that wasn't to you. That was to the other one. Yeah.
Simon at Gunham UK says, please sing. You made me sing for my hazing. Shh. What happens on the mile, dude?
He said, "Oh craps, they're actually doing it." Like it's. Have you never watched the show before?
Yeah, we've made some bad decisions here.
We're not proud. We'll do anything. Yeah.
So any shout outs or anything else you want to go in? Any apologies to partners? Remember, it was Telford last week, so if you're still apologising to your partner.
Following that singing, Ted now finds himself again surrounded by dogs
and cats.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pete Rogers says Ted should play that on his whistle.
I must find my whistle and truncheon and tunic and a helmet. Yeah, although you've seen the helmet, haven't you?
What you're saying is you just want to pose as a policeman.
Just going to dress up. Can you not get in trouble for doing that now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can stand in the window and frighten all the kids, can't I?
That leads to other consequences.
Yeah, that's probably not for this channel.
Yeah. Yes, but don't forget, if you've got any events or model shows or anything like that you want us to do a shout out, Coach Barty from Wigan, just pop a mail, ted@eModels.co.uk. It can be anything. You can be in trouble with your better half for something and wanting to make up. We've had people get married, birthdays, engagements, babies appearing, however that works.
Yeah, I don't think we've done any funerals yet.
Yeah, I don't think, no, maybe not funerals, eh? But yes, anything, just drop us an email. We'll do shout outs.
Yep. What was it? Carl's just said he's been in bed all day, feeling like crap. I took the rest of Jamie Alexander Dart's a lot to answer for. So, well,
get better soon, Carl.
Get well soon, yeah. Pete Rogers says policemen don't scare kids these days. I think the kids bigger than most policemen these days, anyway.
Yeah, well, they're not really allowed to do anything but say don't do it again.
Yeah. What's everybody else been getting up to this week? We told you what we're getting up to. If you put in the chat what you've been getting up to.
What is on your bench right now?
Should I tell people what was in the package that I received today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Correct.
I got a package today from eModels, eModels.co.uk. I got my next build, which I'm not ready for quite yet. I'm finishing off this and the U-wing that's in the same pack. But after I've done that, in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks' time, I shall be starting my new build, my next build for eModels themselves, which is one of them.
Oh.
Edward, dual combo, 144, MiG-21 SMT. I don't know what the SMT stands for. SMT. Yes, it's a SMT, which they tell you how to build lots of different types. It is a 144 kit, so it's obviously tiny. It's actually two 144 kits because there's two bags in there that are identical. So you can build them with different liveries and things, which I thought would be quite good fun. And I thought I'd do a variation on the box art, in fact. So I also got eModels to send me a box of this that I've never used before, the C1 Metalizer.
Very good, very good.
So I thought I'd do a nice shiny one. I don't know if it's meant to be particularly shiny, but it's going to be quite shiny. And I'm going to do one in a sort of greeny brown camo. But if you've ever watched any of my builds before, you'll know that I'm not exactly a stickler for doing exactly rivet counting to the thing. So it won't be the exact camo pattern or indeed the exact colours. My plan was to use the Gundam green that I did the Zaku in as the green, and I've got eModels to send me the Gundam brown to complement it. So I thought I'd try, because I'm going to be taking the Gundam up to eModels in the new year along with these, so I thought it'd be quite nice if they got a matching colour scheme.
Chris,
hello.
It's not a Gundam, it's a Zaku.
It's a type of Gundam, isn't it?
No.
They're the same.
Are they not the same?
It doesn't change into anything else, so it's not a transformer. So it's a Gundam, isn't it?
It's not a Gundam.
It's a Zaku.
Zaku, it's a mobile suit. There you go.
But they're made by the same people.
Are they?
I don't know. Bandai.
It's Bandai, yeah.
Made by the same people. What's the difference then, Fox?
Gabriel and Simon at Gundam UK are going, no.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure somebody will be getting cross.
Everybody's shouting at you right now.
But it is.
It's not a Gundam. A Gundam is a type of mobile suit, as is a Zaku, but a Zaku is not a Gundam.
Right. So all Gundams are mobile suits, but not all mobile suits are Gundams.
Ka-ching. There you go.
Some of them are Transformers.
No. Don't make me go Jar Jar on you.
Okay, sorry. I apologise. It was a Zaku 2 that I built. MRSF something.
MB, yes, something.
Yes.
Hang on. MS06F. I had to go and check a box.
MS06F, it says. I've still got the box.
Right, I guessed right. Yes.
Yeah, Principality of Xeon, mass productive mobile suit. Zaku 2. Yeah, okay. But, right, okay. I apologise. I'll never do it again until the next time I do it, because...
Yes.
So it's Gun Plus still, isn't it? Sort of.
Gunpla is the genre of model.
And that includes Zaku.
That includes any Gunpla or Gundam model, Gundam plastic models. Yes. Shut up.
It's not a Gundam.
Is it a tank?
It's like a walking tank, I think. That's the plan. Yeah.
Ted.
So anyway, I'm going to be painting a plane in that sort of colour scheme just to make it look like the same sort of thing. And doing one shiny one. So the C1's very interesting. I've looked at it, and in the little packet you get two gloves, little applicating makeup brush things, and little cotton pad things as well. And apparently when you open the pot, it just explodes everywhere. So I'll be putting lots of paper down.
You can get a little mask as well.
Is there? I didn't notice a little mask. I'll have to have a look. We're doing some practice first on some spoons to try and figure out how to do it. I think I'm just going to do it over a gloss black. I think then it comes out quite shiny metallic.
Yeah, if you wanted to get really creative, I was going to say what you could try, just for an experiment, is if you do it all in a gloss black, say UMP primer, you can put it straight over that, and it looks fantastic. It's fantastic. But if you paint some of the plane over with one of the, have you got any of the Vallejo real metal colours or true metal colours?
Not the true metal ones. I've got some of the metallic air.
Yeah, or anything like that. Paint some of the plane with like a metallic silvery colour or whatever colour you want, and then put the C1 over that. So you've got the plane might be black and silver in patches.
Oh, right, okay.
Very panel colours, then you say. Oh, you could try something else.
I'll practice a few and try and figure out what's going to happen. So
this big, isn't it? So it might be a bit small.
The plane is only about that big, so yeah, little panels are probably not going to be too visible. But it's all about playing and trying things out and figuring out. And then I've got an idea for a sort of mini diorama type display thing for them. So we'll see how that goes and see what happens with that. Should be done over Christmas, basically. So sometime in the new year, we'll arrange a trip up, down, sideways.
Yeah, I should have finished.
You won't have something to do.
It took me a while to build the enormous perfect grade building.
Yeah, that might be. You haven't got that yet, is it? It's not quite out yet, is it?
No, that'll be like next summer when I finish building that.
Yeah.
Now, we did ask for people what they were making, and I've got a tickly throat, so I do apologise. Let's have a look. Carl was saying he was sick, and Paul at ISM said yes. Jamie infected all the ultimate crew at Telford.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah. There's a question from Mr. Mini Dreams. Before we go about what everybody's building, it says, "Hello, eModels crew. Foxx, have you or anyone here built the Italieri Mark II Rally Escort kit? He's building one now, but it's the Revell of Germany issue." Yeah, I know that. There's quite a few people in here that have built cars, whether they built that particular model. I do know that Revell, although from what we say about Revell, they do actually build some quite nice car kits.
Yeah, they do a lot of good curbside cars and kits. I don't know if that one is actually just a rebox though, so it's the Italieri kit rebox as Revell, or if it's just a completely Revell kit. I haven't built it. I had great fun building the Italieri transit van. It was a really old tooling, so it was like 1,000 years old, but it was really good fun. It was dead simple.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of other people in here that would probably answer that question for you. Yeah,
I've just been catching up on the chat that exploded when I said about what I was doing. I see that Nebo says that Shiny's very good because he likes his shiny cars.
Yes, there's a hint about what he might be doing.
We did have a shout out a little while ago that Tim's Desk London said, "Can you shout out that I just had a shower and it's not my birthday?"
Woo-hoo!
So yeah,
go clean.
I think I don't know if the "not my birthday" bit was just so we don't sing him happy birthday.
Yeah. See, I'd love a shower, but our shower curtain broke, so at the moment I'm stuck having baths, and it's a real pain in the bum. You want to get up in the morning and have a relaxing and waking up type shower, and you're like, bath. It's just ridiculous. How do people cope before showers?
All right, yeah. Now I get the things about no, Chris, no. Zaku is a mobile suit, no.
Yes.
I think I've got hate mail coming my way.
Yes. Yeah, we did ask people what they're making. Brian Wimmel says he's been boring. He's sending his 1/16 scale trumpeter Panther tank. Ted, you'll like that. It's a tank. Ted's having a happy face now.
Yeah. Panther tank. Yeah, tell me more.
Tell me more.
Wayne Hayward says he's nearing the end of his RGRX 78-2 core fighter. Last few decals to do.
That's the plane in the middle of the mobile suit, Chris.
The RX 78, I've noticed that's the red, white, and blue one, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all red, white, and blue. Most Gundams
Has it got a plane in it?
Hey,
what? Has it got a plane in the middle of it?
Core fighter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gundam UK, Simon says he would be curious if it can beat the Alclad, talking about the Metalizer. It's a powder. It's not a paint. It's actually buffing powder, but I don't know how it would compare to Alclad painted metals, because they can be quite metallic and shiny.
Yeah, I've not got any of that to compare it with, but there will be. So the eModels video will be up when I do it, showing how it looks, so you can see that.
I mean, I've done the mega size unicorn in destroy mode, and I did that entirely in C1 Metalizer. So I painted the whole thing UMP gloss black primer, all the armor. Some of the panels I painted with Vallejo metal color. I always get the name wrong. Vallejo metal color duraluminum. So I painted some of the panels with that. Some were just the gloss black primer, and then I just went over the whole thing with C1 Metalizer. All the armor parts, there's things like 2.5 foot tall. You'll know what it is, Simon. And it looked fantastic. It was brilliant. But it does suffer if you gloss varnish it a little bit. So I tend to prefer to leave mine unvarnished, just because it looks really nice. I used to use it. If you want to see what it looks like, Simon, I used it on the thruster bells for my Eagle Transporter, which is on the eModels channel. Go and have a look.
Osric 9000 says he's doing the 1700. Now, let me get the initials right. JMSDF, Kaga, coming along well. I don't know what that is.
Is that the Japanese?
It's probably a boat, and it's at 700. A shippy boat thing, because that's tiny.
Tim's desk in London says he's working on the rigging for the Wingnut Salmson. I assume that's a biplane. Pete Rogers is building an amusing hobby 135th Super Conqueror. What's that? Is that a tank or a plane, or I don't know what that is. Let's have a look.
I'm just trying to find out where we are in the chat.
Yeah, the chat's just scrolled up on my page as well.
George Gabriel says, and this is going too deep into the lore for Chris, but Anaheim makes them both in terms of Zaku's and
Anaheim. What, the
Anaheim Electronics?
The town?
No, the company that makes Gundams and mobiles.
Oh, right. Not the Mighty Ducks ice hockey team. No. Okay.
And I thought Zaku's were made by Zeonic anyway, not Anaheim. But there you go. I don't know. Different franchise, different bits. Red Lino 8 is painting some 40k Conquest stuff. Mr. Mini Dream says the C1 powder is a better option in his opinion, or her opinion, or his opinion. I assume compared to the Alclad painting. The thing about the C1 Metalizer is you really do just get it on the thing, rub it on, buff it off, done.
Is it an aluminium powder?
I don't know what it's made of. I did ask Chris. Chris is the guy that makes it. I did ask Chris, and he didn't really say. I think he likes to keep it close.
It's a black color, but it comes out shiny metal.
It's a bit
it's magic.
It's very similar if you were to get graphite powder and rub it onto a model. However, unlike graphite powder, it's really durable. You can handle it and it won't really come off much. You can put decals on top of it. Graphite powder comes off.
It's just that when Chris mentioned that it got the box and it had dusting brushes and gloves and things in it, it sounds very much like the aluminium powder we used to use in fingerprints.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Yeah, because that you take the top off the pot and it go everywhere.
Really, really fine. That's why you get a little dust mask in it. I recommend you wear because it's such a
is that might be the thing that was in the bottom of the box that I thought was a bag to keep it all in.
Yeah, no, it's because literally you'll open it up and it won't fly out everywhere, and you'll get some on the model. It'll be great. It's when you go to put it away again, you just go to put the lid on, all the stuff will just fall out everywhere. How hard you try it not to, or you'll get some on the little spiky thing and you'll go ping and it'll go.
Because you go into an office and there's paper and things everywhere. Well, if you went into our scenes of crime office, everything would be silver. Because they'd come around and they'd dust something and then dust up everywhere, sort of go around it, and he couldn't get it off. So
graphite, aluminium powder.
When Foxx was talking about the Falcon, Brian Windmill just said Falcon, and then Phil Lewis said, "Is there 6 episodes, Foxx?"
Yeah. 6 is perfect grade. Nigel's modelling bench says, "Aren't Gundam toys lol banned?" Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's the one that Chris read. Chris just found the plot hole, says Gundam UK.
Yeah, was that the one about Gundams not being Gunpla, but some of them are, or something?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but yes. Smooth's having a special curry from the Chinese takeaway.
Oh, I had curry for my tea tonight. Yeah.
I had curry for my tea tonight.
You were in the kebab shop the other night, no?
Yes. Yes, I was in the kebab shop last night. Getting doner meat and chips. My
I see there's Danny Heron has put in a few posts about an issue he's having with something. I'm going to try and collate them all into one to read it out.
He was talking about building his Max Pro MRAP trumpeter one.
Yeah, but it's spread out over a few different things. I'm just going to sort of collate them together, and then we'll be able to read it and figure out what's going on.
George Gabriel says he's looking at a spoon. Rub it on your head. Okay.
Danny Heron says the radio rack environmental tower is backwards and would require a total scratch build to make it correct. Yeah, it's unusual for trumpeter. I was quite interested in that kit myself before I built the Oshkosh. The Oshkosh. It's a nice kit. Unusual for trumpeter to get something like that wrong, unless they've just reprinted the instructions the wrong way around, makes it all backwards. I hope we get it sorted out anyway.
Yeah, he said the towers backwards, as you said, require a total scratch build to make it correct. He took a look at the Wings and Wheels book on the vehicle. It took him several what the heck moments to realise what the issue was. As he was trying to scratch build the overhead AC unit, realised it's the EV tower is actually supposed to be behind the vehicle commander station, not behind the driver's station, as the model depicts. Right. Any recommendations other than how was the plane missing Lincoln?
It might be down to a fact that the research vehicle that Trumpeter did the research on was completely different to what actually vehicles are in the field. It could be just something as simple as that, really. Or it's like ships as well, really. When you get a plan of a ship, build it to the builders. You make a builder's model, but it's actually different in real life to what the actual vessel became like. So that's probably what I'm thinking is probably happened there. Whether anybody knows any different, I would think I would just go along with what Trumpeters did rather than try and scratch build it, unless you wanted to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to know.
Yeah, if anybody knows enough about it to know it's wrong, then they probably know why it's wrong. So, yeah. George Gabriel says, just wanted to pop in and say hello and now goodbye.
Okay.
So,
for a while, but thanks for coming in, George. Let's have a look. Never model making. This is Andrew, of course, one of our new builders. He's currently working on Yamaha YZR M105.
Well, that must be a motorbike.
Yes. Nigel modelling bench work. He says, I'm trundling along with my first WNW or Wingnut Wings kit, the Fokker E4. I've got the bug now and have bought 14 Wingnut Wings kits in just over a month. Yeah, you're hooked. You're hooked in now.
Quite a bug you got there, yeah.
Yes.
Kenneth's in. He says the gun tank with the autumn tracks also has a core fighter on it, Chris, and tracks.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Kenneth. I knew Kenneth had mentioned tracks. Kenneth likes his tracks. Let's have a look. Matthew Birtles is building the My Favourite Martian ship and figure bought at Telford. Very nice kit.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. There was a guy selling a stack of them. I think they were down where that Hong Kong model Lancaster bomber was.
TK's in as well, so we've got more mods than us.
Yeah, Smooth says there's more spanners than punters at the moment. Yeah. Somebody mentioned something. Digger Evans is working on a railway layout just now.
Right, yeah. Is that following on from the recent series on Channel 4? If you're in the UK, Channel 5.
Anders Eriksson said he started his first 148th build, an ME109 from Tamir. Good choice. Good choice, Tamir. You can't go wrong with Tamir. Then Herring says, thanks, guys.
Don't forget any of these models that you're building. When you've built them, why not post a picture to the eModels gallery? It could be in chance with the winning a kit, having it picked out as being the best of the month.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a couple of weeks till we need to do that again, haven't we?
Yeah, eModels.co.uk/gallery.
Yeah, post them there. Show them off. Be proud of what you build.
Yeah, each month, at the start of each month, we pick one of the 5-star reviewed or rated builds, and that person wins some cool swag. So it's worth uploading.
Sprueglu's asking Foxx, have you found out who bought you the naked miniature figures from Telford? My money's on Ted.
Yeah, it was Paul. I know it was Paul.
Well, Ted was there as well.
Ted was there. It was Paul and Chris and Ted.
Ted didn't stop him.
No. my Paul, Ted and Chris went with Paul's. I'll start that again. Ted and Chris went with Chris's mate Paul, and also Dad and Scott and Dave were there as well. You know, from chat. And they were tough, and they brought me back a load of swag, and they got me some really sweet kits, including very, very, I won't show it on screen, but a very small, very old, and probably no longer in production, Hysterex. I don't think Hysterex are around anymore. 2 figures, a man and a woman, but both naked.
No, I don't think the woman's naked.
Apart from, I was getting there, apart from the naked lady person has high heels on. It's French. Is that French? I don't know. So naked man, naked woman, but the woman has high heels. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of a kit or a reason that a manufacturer would make 2 naked people.
No, I can't. It's just, they're just stood there, like almost like artist models, just standing in a standing position. Yeah. It's not like you're going to convert them with lots of clothing or anything. It's like the woman's got like high heels on, so
it couldn't be for a diorama of Adam and Eve because she's got high heels on.
Yeah,
but on the box art they have little fig leaves covering up their dignity. In the real thing, there's nothing there. It's just, see everything's there, and they're nice little figures. But on the box art, they're painted so badly. They're really, really badly painted. It's like, yeah, I don't think Hysterex exists anymore.
Nigel's modelling bench says, "What do the spanners mean, Beeps?" Yeah, as has been answered in there, it means they're your mods tonight. They have the power to make your comments disappear if you say nasty things. So
sometimes it seems like we have a lot of people in being mods, but the fact is we have a lot of people who we've made mods because we don't necessarily always know who's going to be around when we do a show. So we'd rather have a lot of people able to mod on the off chance that 1 or 2 of them are around than have like 1 or 2 people who then have to come to the show every week because they feel like because they're a mod. So we have a lot of people who do modding. It's just we don't really have a lot to do, to be honest. Most of you behave in chat, so
yeah. Tim's Desk in London says Hysterex is one of the longest running model companies in the UK and he's still going strong.
I thought they'd faded away, although I don't know, I'm thinking of Verlinden, aren't I? I think it's Verlinden that went belly up. I thought Hysterex were French, but there you go. It's French packaging. It's all in French on the box, so very strange.
Carl said the Adam and Eve, along with the tracks, were found whilst the guys were hunting for me at Telford. Yes. I wonder what train of thought was in their mind then if they were hunting for me and then bought Adam and Eve and a set of tracks.
That's one of the other things that they sent me. They did send me a very cool. I've got a 1973 biplane kit from that Czechoslovakian or Polish company that nobody can pronounce. KM, I think they're known as now, or KV. But I also got a 1983 Gundam kit, which is a proper glue kit. Loads of other bits. And I also got a bag of tank tracks.
We know you like tracks.
I don't know why. I just got a bag of 300. It said possibly from a Tiger. They don't actually know what tank it was from.
Yeah. Now you need to find a model that you can put tracks on.
Yes. Scale Model Mew says, okay, I need to go to work. I have to adult for half a shift today. Later all.
Don't work too hard.
Yeah. Let's have a look. What else is people saying?
Aviad's asked Ted, did you ever fire your gun up in the air while shouting, ah?
As I think a British policeman, we didn't carry guns,
Wait, you were never in firearms?
Yeah, I was a firearms trained or police officer. Which, yeah, so but
Is that going back in the day when you just went to the cupboard and got a revolver there?
yeah. You open the drawer, there was a bottle of whiskey and a revolver.
Yeah, there's like 5 of you all there, like loading up. There you go, right, firearms train. There you go.
Yeah.
Get Webley.
What else? You know.
Dear.
Yeah.
Anyway, fire your questions in before we move on to the what's in store and other things tonight. We need some questions for the giveaways as well.
Yep. Get your questions in. If you want to guarantee yourself a sticker, send us a question and answer. And if you include your name and address, we'll send you a sticker if we use that question and answer.
Yeah.
A question. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about model making. It can be a question about anything. If it's something about historical stuff, put a paragraph about, and we can read it out and teach people things.
Yeah. I did send a question in to really. Should we go with that one?
Well, before you do, Spruglo Addict asks, Ted, were you a good cop or a bad cop?
Oh yeah, I was always a good cop.
I'm sure you took it in turns.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. Is that why you've got that note that says Monday? Does it say good cop or bad cop underneath it? Do you have to change that?
Yeah.
Slide across the bonnet of the car though.
We had to practice. On our driving test, we had to practice driving through a pile of cardboard boxes. Yeah. We had to practice jumping off the wall onto the bonnet.
Yeah.
We had to practice. Leaping out of the car and shouting, "Stop, police!"
Did you have special practice on "you're nicked"?
Yeah, you're nicked, governor. Put your trousers on. Put your trousers on. You're nicked.
You're nicked, my son. Did you have to go on a special 2-week course, go to America to learn how to climb up fire escapes that were not actually touching the ground?
I did find a couple in a compromising position once at the back of a shops. I shone my torch on them. I said, "Oi, what are you doing?" No, never mind. I know what you're doing. But
hurry up and finish and go.
Stop somewhere else.
Also, want to know if you ever use your blue lights to get home for tea.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Paul Lawrence says, I'm looking to get my 6-year-old daughter into model making. Any suggestions on what to get her started on?
Yeah, you could do the Airfix quick build kits. The quick start,
quick something, yeah.
Yeah, quick kit, quick build. They're like Lego. They go together really well. For a 6-year-old, you don't want them hanging around too much, wait for paint and glue to dry and things like that. Yeah. You could do the egg planes or something like that. The Toon Tank. Toon Tanks are good. Yeah. There is a pink one as well.
Yeah. There's a good selection of Toon Tanks and egg planes on eModels. Actually, the Hasegawa egg planes and the Toon Tanks.
Yeah. I know that Toon Tanks are also once again sort of clipped together, so you're not getting glue everywhere and things like that.
Of course, I'm going to suggest Gunpla because it's all push fit.
All push fit.
You don't need to be painted. Good fun. But she kind of needs to like giant Japanese robot suits.
Well, they don't have to be giant robot suits. They're just action figures, aren't they? That's really, true. If you treat them like that. So
Gunpla's good. It's a good way to get them into having fun without worrying about gluing and painting so much. But basically anything that can be creative and building without having to worry about the paints and products at this stage. When you're getting them into it, you want to start them off nice and simple.
Lord Barclay III says, got my daughter a bear kit.
Interesting.
Tell us more about a bear kit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure eModels probably stock something with bears in it. But
Simon at Gundam UK says, yeah, my boys both make Gunpla.
What a shock.
Yes. Never would have guessed that one.
Paul, if you want to get your 6-year-old interested in it, get it building alongside with you as well, so she can see what you're doing. Give her some pots of paint. Those little acrylic pots that come with starter kits and things are fantastic for letting kids just splash and paint, things like that. They love it.
Osric 9000 is well tuned into the live stream meta and says half a horse.
Yeah.
LG says he's got his daughter painting poxwalkers and basic space marines.
Wayne Hayward says a Bandai Bear Guy kit.
Oh yeah, Bear Guy kit.
That's a sort of fluffy Gundam.
Spriglu asks if eModels will be stocking Hysterex minifigures. We say this occasionally, but we don't actually work for eModels, so we don't have any involvement in the stock they carry or will carry. The best thing to do if you want to know if they're going to get something or if they can get something is just to either drop them an email, sales@emodels.co.uk, or give them a phone call, or use the contact form on the website and just say, hey guys, can you get these things in stock? It may be that they do carry them, or they're going to carry them, or they have in the past and just need to get more stock. Or it might be that they weren't even aware of, or they haven't considered stocking them. They're like, yeah, we can get those, no problem. Because they can get most stuff. So if there's something you want and you can't find it, just drop them an email, give them a call, and say, can you get these things for me? And they'll be like, yeah, no problem.
Phil East says, my nephew loves the Revel Star Wars snap kits. Yeah, I mean, the Bandai ones, this is all not glued together. It's all a snap kit. I know the Revel ones are coming soon as well. So the Bandai ones are going to be Revel ones.
On that note, don't forget, of course, that the perfect grade 1/72nd scale Millennium Falcon from Bandai is still available for pre-order, and hopefully should be sorted out fairly soon. It's this month, I think they're getting it. So if you've not got your pre-order in yet, get your pre-orders in. It's going to be mine.
I was going to say, do you know when the actual date is?
No, I've not got this specific date. I think it's towards the end of this month. But I've got one pre-ordered because I'm going to be building for eModels. My next eModels build will be the perfect grade 1/72nd scale Millennium Falcon from Bandai. And what we're hoping is, of course, because Bandai, Revell is now distributing Bandai Star Wars models through Europe. So what we're hoping is that this means that eModels can now get Bandai Star Wars kits. Once Revell start launching more, the first one is the perfect grade Falcon, and they're going to be releasing the rest of the Star Wars kits. So fingers crossed, it means Pete Mate and James Mate can start getting from Revell, because they stock Revell, the Bandai Star Wars kits. Yes. Yeah, and in Europe and UK, we can get Bandai Star Wars without getting them from Japan.
I find myself watching a Star Wars episode on TV at the weekend.
Yes, you never know, Ted. We might get you in a Bandai Star Wars free models.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it got turned off for Strictly.
Oh, God. Spriggleric says 6 episodes of joy, and so does Brian Windmill. 6 episodes. There'll be more than 6 episodes to make the Bandai Perfect Grade Falcon. Maybe
6.1 and 6.2 and 6A. Nigel's Model Making Bench says he got his Perfect Grade Falcon from Japan a while back. It cost him £500.
Yeah, that's why the fact that Revell are now distributed in Europe is so good.
He says Revell will be releasing 7 Bandai kits in their first sort of release wave.
Yeah, they'll be doing
so obviously Falcon and 6 others by the sounds of it.
But the important thing to remember is, I mean, this is the thing. We don't know yet if it's just literally they're going to have the Revell logo on the box, but everything else is just Bandai, which is the ideal, or whether it's going to be Revell are actually producing the kit under license from Bandai. We don't know yet. So it will be interesting to see if it does end up being a Revell produced Bandai kit, what that comes out like, because we all know what Bandai kits are like. So it'll be interesting to see what that comes out like. But I can't wait. I'm just itching to get my hands on it. Somebody asked something. Mr. Mini Dream says he picked up Poxwalkers and the Plague Marines just to try figures out, and now he's more 100 miniatures down. Yeah. Simon from UK says if we can get those Stormtrooper kits. Oh. Yep.
Red Lino 8 says, is BB-8 being released? Not that I know of yet, but I'm keeping an eye on that because I'd quite like one of them half-scale ones now because I'm doing the half-scale R2-D2 and I picked up the giant figure of 3PO at half-scale-ish. So, yeah, that would round off the trilogy quite nice if they release him.
I would suspect that Bandai are keen to get their stuff sold as many places as possible, and Revell are probably keen to get as many selling as possible. So I can't see why Revell wouldn't eventually do everything that Bandai put out. You never know. And then it would even imagine then if Revell said, you know what, we'll distribute Gunpla as well.
Sprueglue's asking how much the Revell Falcon costs.
I will tell you exactly. If you give me a moment,
we'll look it up for you. We'll find out momentarily. It's less than £500 by quite a long way.
Yeah, that's well, there'll be no import taxes for a start. eModels.co.uk, Millennium.
Too late. Brian Windmill's already come back.
No, I was trying to type and be freaking on telly at the same time, and I spelled Millennium wrong.
Typing on your super loud typewriter keyboard.
Well, for anybody who isn't watching in chat, I've got the chat. Yes, it's up for pre-order, and it is at $299.95, so $299.95. Remember, if you're in the UK, you can get next day delivery when it comes out. And if you're in the UK or EU, basically, it's like it's the alternative to getting it from Japan, where you would pay potentially massive import duties and wait for weeks. Get it from eModels. You can get it within a few days if you're outside the UK, or next day if you're in the UK. No import duty.
Screw Glue says, I'm sure I'll win it one day.
Yeah, at least until March 2019, because who knows what will happen then.
Yeah.
With import duties in the EU. Which, everybody answered that, but I thought I'd answer it just for anybody who hasn't got access to chat.
Gundam UK's got a dash. Thanks for the welcome. Looking forward to dropping my first build on eModels, he says.
Yeah, thanks.
So, yeah, thank you, Simon.
Team. Yeah.
Yes, welcome. I look forward to uploading it to a YouTube channel near you. Thank you very much, dude.
Well done.
Aviad Madar says, has anyone tried the Abteilung metal pigments? I wonder if you can get the same effect with those. I've been aware of them. I've never tried them. I know they have like a gunmetal pigment that is often used for little weathering touches on tanks, but I've never tried them. If anybody in chat has used them, we always say, by the way, that Ted, Chris, and I, we're not experts in every field. We have our own little things that we like to do, but we won't have experienced every kind of kit and every kind of product. So if you have a question, ask it anyway, because if we don't know, somebody in chat will probably know.
There's a very good chance someone in chat will be able to answer your question much better than we can.
Yes.
Or even better than we can.
Yes. Am I by Meg releasing new series of figure painting acrylics, says Anders Ericsson? Any ideas of it? I haven't heard anything about that.
No.
I have seen that. I've seen it. I follow the Ammo by Meg Facebook page. Excuse me. I've seen quite a bit recently about lots of new products seem to have come out. I haven't heard or seen any of them in real life as such yet. So it'll be interesting. I'll be as interesting as you are.
Is it Ammo by Mig that do the packs of like the flesh tones and?
Yeah. I think everybody's starting to do them. Hatika and AK and everybody's doing all sorts of sets and kits for everything now. Rather than going out and buying just one pot and individual pots, you can buy them all at once. So interesting to see when they do come out.
Nigel's model making has got some details on Star Wars kits. He said, I don't know if this is Bandai releasing or Revell releasing Bandai.
I think from content that's what the Revel 6 that they're doing.
Yeah, he's got the 144 scale AT-AT, 148 scale ATST, 144 scale Slave, 172nd scale X-Wing, 72nd scale TIE Fighter, 48 scale Snowspeeder, all March 19, except for the Falcon, which comes out this month. So that's all the stuff that Bandai kind of launched early on, isn't it? Apart from the AT-AT.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. The Slave one, they did a couple of different versions of as well. So it would be interesting to see which one that one is. Yeah.
I say it will be interesting to see whether it's Revell reboxed or Revell produced. I did see somewhere some photographs of remember Revell reboxed the fine mold Star Wars kits a few years ago when they had their Master Series kits, which are the glue together kits. They rebadged and reboxed the fine mold kits. Now, if you look at the fine mold kits, they're white plastic. I mean, if you look at the Revell Master Series kits, they're in white plastic, but fine molds do theirs in grey plastic. So I suspect Revell were making and manufacturing those under license. So I don't know about these Bandai ones. Be interesting to see whether they are manufactured by or just reboxed.
Yeah.
Cool.
If it is manufactured by, I don't see them doing Gunpla anyway down the line, because it's a whole different way of making models that Revell probably wouldn't want to spend money on the equipment for.
Yeah, Trumpeter, Mr. Mini Dream said he recently picked up a Hobby Boss kit and Trumpeter kit. Is it me, or are they just using the same injection molding system? Ostrich says Trumpeter and Hobby Boss are pretty much the same company. I have seen various kits and sprues and things in boxes purport to come from one manufacturer, but the sprues actually say something else. I think what happens is that a lot of companies will produce one model for so long, and then they'll sell the molds or pass the mold to other companies for them to make.
Nigel's apparently got some inside information. He says, Revel told me the kits are 100% Bandai. Revel are just distributing.
Yes, Brian Wimble says the same. According to Revel at the show, the whole kit is a Bandai. That's the best possible news because nobody beats Bandai for production quality. And I think, to be honest, the way Bandai manufactures is kind of completely different to the way anybody else manufactures. So unless Revell was going to spend a fortune on new equipment, it probably makes more sense just for them to slap their label on the box, which is fine by me. If we get Bandai goodness in the EU without paying import costs from Japan, hallelujah, it's about damn time.
Yeah, and if the price of the Falcon is anything to go by, they're going to be a good price as well.
Yeah, they'll be just the same sort of standard price. Because like we found out in the chat, up to now you're paying 500 or more, including shipping and taxes for importing. So I can only hope one day it goes as far as Gunpla. That'll be brilliant.
So, just to put my mind at rest, how big is this Millennium Falcon going to be?
1/72 scale. I could show you mine, but it's downstairs and covered in dust. It's about
I've done the 144 one, and it's about 6 inches. So it's going to be about a foot.
It is. If I remember rightly, it's about that big.
So it's going to be quite big and imposing then.
Yes, I've got one downstairs, but it's covered in dust, and I'd have to go and get it. But it's that big. It's not small. It's not massive, but it's not small. Nigel Model Making Bench says, can you imagine if Revell tried to mold to Bandai standards? They wouldn't.
I think the world would implode.
They couldn't. There's a galaxy of difference between Revell and Bandai. Well, between anybody and Bandai, basically. Just a massive difference. Get it, Fox. We don't mind dust, says Digger Evans. There's a lot of dust.
Yeah, there might be spiders as well.
We'll have to take it outside and dust it off, and then come.
Spider living in the cockpit.
I'll go and measure it though. I'll go and measure it. If you want me off the camera for a second, I'll go and measure it for you.
Paul Lyons has put down some information. He says 552 millimeters in length, 130 millimeters in height.
Yep. Keep in mind as well that the Bandai Falcon is a New Hope model based on a different filming miniature to the Fine Molds one. So if you've made the Fine Molds kit, if you look at the Fine Molds and compare it to the Bandai one, they look different with a different profile. It's because they both worked off different filming miniatures. So the Bandai one is the sleeker, thinner New Hope tooling. New Hope design. So it's not sleeker and thinner, but it's a more. It's hard to explain. They're both based. One I read something. Somebody was comparing online the Bandai one and the Fine Molds one, and they were saying, well, they look different. They've got different shapes, and it's like, yeah, because they both based them on different filming miniatures. There's like more than one filming miniature for the Falcon. So
yeah, it's the problem with making a model of something that doesn't actually exist. You've not got one specific plan to go to because they change things throughout the course of all the films. So
yeah, if I remember the Fine Molds one was the big, massive filming miniature from Empire Strikes Back. They based it on that, but the Bandai one is the New Hope, slightly smaller one. So it's got a slightly different profile, slightly different look to it.
Simon D says it is, but the cockpit is Empire Strikes Back.
I've not seen it in that much detail, but I'm impressed by the decals because there's a million little tiny marking decals on the sheet to match all the little markings that the builders in Lucasfilm put on the Millennium Falcon, including things like Tamiya logos and things like that.
Yeah, don't forget though, in this kit as well, you're going to have to light it. You're going to have to do lighting.
Nigel says, I thought the Bandai was fatter. I could have it the wrong way around, but I know the Fine Molds one was based on the big 5-foot miniature because they had lots of photographs of it. That was from the Empire Strikes Back one because it has the big gash underneath where it had in the artwork. So
Sprue Glue's cross with me. He says, "Wash your mouth out with soap, Christopher. The Millennium Falcon is real."
Just going back up the chat a little bit, Danny Heron says, "Great talking." I guess he's going here. So he says, "Great talking. You'll watch the whole show later this week. He's considering buying from eModels." Yeah, don't forget that Friday is Black Friday. The chance to get an extra 10% off your order. So if you're thinking of buying,
we'll cover that in a bit.
Yeah, that will be the time.
So I could be wrong with the order of them, but I know that, for example, the Fine Mold, the Bandai is the New Hope one. It's got 3 landing legs. 3. It doesn't have the gash underneath. You can add it if you want to. So I'm guessing that's the smaller and New Hope one. But that's why they look different, because it's different filming miniatures.
That says there's a company making resin kits of Blake 7. Yeah, $125 for the Liberator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slap it in your basket, Ted, says Digger Evans.
Yeah.
James Chapman says, evening, guys. Just a quick hello to see how everyone's doing. Hope you're all busy modelling. Well, we're just being pretty on the telly, but...
Yeah. People
Takes all our time.
working, talking away in the background while they're sat at their benches modelling and gluing things together.
Yes.
Right. Will there
be a discount on tartan paint on Black Friday, Ted?
Yeah, tartan paint and long stands, cheap as chips this week.
Glass hammers.
Yeah.
Go for almost nothing. Long weights and glass hammers.
Oh, right. Should we go and have a look at what's in store? It's about
Well, we've been talking about the store, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's almost like we planned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't forget while we're doing what's in store, get your questions and questions coming in for the sticker. As yet, we've only got one, otherwise I'll have to make questions up. Stickers, mugs. I think the mugs are still out of stock, but they'll be back in stock soon. Right.
Yeah, Nigel Modelling Bench says eModels, Wingnut Wings, Black Friday. Rugu gets 10 points for saying fork handles.
Donald
McKenzie.
Spare bubbles.
Yeah, LD says, what are the minis on Conquest this week? It's nothing to do with eModels.
Right, I'll look it on me. I'll do the screen share.
Yeah.
And this week we'll do a what's in store. Guess the theme. It's pretty easy this week. Even I get it. Mind you, I picked the items, so yeah, I got it.
Spoon, Ted. I didn't believe I got it, and I came up with it. Wait.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's pretty easy this week. There is a tenuous link to everything. If you spot what the link is, wait till after I come back on camera and say go. You can then have a guess at the link, and if you get it right, the first one to get it right wins themselves a sticker. Will it be a big sticker?
Have we got a big sticker?
Yeah.
Have we got any
sticker gefahrten?
Yeah, we'll do a big sticker then.
Yeah, it should be easy this week because even me and Foxx got it when Ted didn't tell us the things. He just told us the answer.
I didn't even read that chat.
Did you not read that chat?
I've not even seen anything.
The chat when Ted said the theme is this instead of actually giving us the things to guess.
We've had a question come in from Digger Evans and then a second email with his address.
Yeah. So yeah, if you do send us this question, please remember if you want a sticker, put your email address in the email as well. So
in the same email ID.
Yeah, then we'll mark it.
No problem. We'll just take the mickey out of you because it's funny.
Yeah, then we'll mark it as sticker to send, and eventually we'll get around to going to the post office and sending some stickers.
Yeah. Before we do on the what's in store, can I just point out that I did know what WNW stood for, even though I'm not into planes.
Yeah, I know you did. We
noticed. It's because someone said it earlier, didn't they?
I don't know.
Right. Okay. Are you locked on you, Ted?
It's locked on me. I'll just clear the screen a little bit.
Yeah, get all the porn tabs closed.
Yeah, close them down.
Bank details and stuff.
Yeah, so don't forget, if you spot what the link is, keep it to yourself until we say go at the other end of the what's in store.
Don't plug help. Oh,
yeah, don't do that. Give me away now. I'll have to bring.
Digger Evans says, thanks. I sent the address so you would spare my embarrassment and not mention it. Thanks, Foxx. Just there in front of me. I can't resist.
Anyway, I'll screen share now. No, I won't. Hang on a minute. I didn't press the right button.
Oh, don't press that other button.
Yeah, we're ready. We're waiting.
Yeah. This is the M6 heavy tank. Why there is a man with his wife stood in front of this heavy tank? I have a clue.
The tank commander and his wife.
He's obviously just bought it. Look what I bought, darling.
Yeah.
I think it's much better than Lost in Allegro. Hey.
Yeah. I went down the dealership and traded my old Cadillac in for this day. Oh, we like it.
You've just got a princess like all the other neighbours.
Yeah. So no, we'll have trouble parking this one. This is the M6 heavy tank. I don't think it wasn't actually a production tank. It was trialled a lot by the American Army just at the start of World War II. And for various reasons, the configuration, the weight of it, the size of it, and they decided to go for the Sherman itself. So the M6, although there was a few made, didn't actually go into full production and was never actually seen in active service. But this is the 1/35th scale heavy tank. It's a Dragon kit.
Pretty good. Do we know if it's individual link tracks or?
It doesn't say a lot about this. It does look like it's individual linked. It's certainly not a rubber band track. But yeah, if you were doing a history of the development of the tank, this is certainly one for your collection.
As Ericsson says, a good point. We forgot to mention it. Before we do the guess the theme, make sure to refresh your browser and drag the slidey to the right hand side so it's up to date.
That's it. Yeah.
Pete Rogers says he's saying, "Darling, we could put a tiger in the tank."
Bad jokes as well.
Nicholas C says she was hoping for a new handbag.
Yeah, hey darling, look what I bought for Christmas.
I'm sorry, but the perspective on the figures just doesn't work with the perspective on the tank. Or the perspective in that painting is all wrong completely. We're going to just
yeah.
However, this was a big tank, so the people there were probably huge. Yeah, I've sold the house and bought a tank.
Yes.
This is the Dragon 1/35th Black Label M6 heavy tank.
Don't forget though, to Americans, that's probably like classed as a small SUV.
Yeah, they're compact.
This is just my weekend tank. It's not the one I use during the week.
Yeah,
compact. It's like one of the little cute foreign Japanese cars. That's what I think of it like.
Yeah. The neighbours won't complain about me scratching their car again. So anyway, there's the heavy tank. Now then, next one is we've been talking about Gunpla most of the evening tonight. This is a Gundam marker.
I don't know why they put Gundam marker as one big long word, but there you go. We've gone German all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Gundam marker, yeah, das ist lustig.
Mr. Hobby Gundam marker $3.95. Now I understand it's for panel lining and such on Gundams.
Yes, there's two types of Gundam markers. There's the big fat painty ones, and there's the fine precision needle tip ones. I'm not sure which one that is. I can't quite tell from the photograph. The fine ones you can use for if you're not painting your Gunpla, because part of the fun of Gunpla is you can build them and paint them properly, like a proper model. Or you can just snap them together, put the stickers on, and leave it because you don't have to paint them. And if you don't want to paint them, you just want to build it for fun. So you're doing it with your 6-year-old daughter, for example, off the top of my head. You can use things like the Gundam markers to do your panel lining and put little sort of black lines and stuff. And some of them you can use to paint little accent details. You wouldn't use it to paint a big area because they're a bit rubbish for that. But for painting little details and accent areas and things like that, they're great. And for doing little panel linings and stuff, they're great fun if you've got a younger builder.
And you are allowed to use them on Zaku's as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand a little tip that somebody mentioned somewhere, either on this channel or on Facebook or somewhere, or in a chat somewhere, that you can actually use Gundam markers for doing eyes on little heads and things.
Yeah. The fine Gundam markers are just like normal sort of fine point pens, like fine point Sharpie pens. The big fat ones have actually got enamel-based paint in them, I think, or alcohol-based paint.
Okay.
Big fat colouring ones, but the fine ones are just like little Sharpie type fine, what we call precision pens and things.
So do they just come in black, or do they come in different colours as well?
You can get them in all different colours.
Oh well,
I like them in black. Festa 67, our mod is off. He's popping off. He's still nice. Thanks for coming in, dude.
Yeah. Right, so that's that one. The Blackline type Gundam marker for Mr. Hobby. And the next one is, do you ever see the film Black Hawk Down? This is it. This is the Taleri U860 Black Hawk, 1035 in 1/72nd scale. So a nice sized project for you. The Black Hawk is the US Army's frontline utility helicopter used for air assault. I always think the American helicopters look fairly they look pretty wicked, military-like, yeah.
Not like the British sort of Lynxes and stuff, which look a bit pants, basically.
Yeah, they definitely look like they mean business, don't they?
Yeah, like our military, we just take a civil aviation helicopter and paint it black, whereas the Americans, they just build American stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, quite famous aircraft. 1/72nd scale. I'm sure there's somebody out there that does the helicopters far better than I can.
Oh yeah. Just going back to that Gundam marker, Ted, Vincent at Mr. Los Model Making, who is the source of all our technical knowledge, it has to be said, says the Gundam marker paint is in essence the same as the Mr. Hobby Aqueous acrylics.
Oh, well, there you go.
And yes, to reply to Paul Shapland, you could use it for doing car window rubbers if you wanted to.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of uses for it, not just Gundams. Yeah, I'm just reading a little bit about this Black Hawk. It was first deployed in 78. It makes it easy to maintain in the field, designed to carry 11 combat-loaded air assault troops, and is capable of moving a 105mm howitzer.
Think of it, Ted. When they released that helicopter that looked kick-ass, we were driving Austin Princesses.
Yeah,
different worlds.
Maestros and Metros.
Yep. That was 80s. That was 80s. That wasn't 1970. We're going back before that.
Oh yeah.
Also, says he's flown in a few Black Hawks.
Yeah. So yeah, a kick-ass helicopter. But yeah, certainly a specialized subject is building helicopters. I'm not one for it. The next one, another Revell kit. This is the Revell 150 Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, if any of your kids are into Pirates of the Caribbean, nice little kit for 20 quid. Lots of detail in this one. A few pictures we can have a look at. It looks a little bit like a Lego ship there, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Just because it's black and stuff.
They've started talking about cars now. Zadster says in 1978, my dad had a Mark III Cortina.
That's the coolest dad.
Cortina, yeah, hand painted blue, no headrest, no heated windscreens.
Can I just point out, by the way, that whoever painted that model on the Revell box art is the laziest model maker, because they just painted it black. And I know it's black anyway, but they just painted it black, and there's no shading on anything. It's just painted basic. All our viewers could do 1,000,000 times better than that.
Yeah. It doesn't look fantastic in detail, this kit, like these dead eyes and things. These are supposed to be rope and shrouds and things like that, and the rat lines all going up there, just pieces of plastic. But yeah, for kids,
it's still a good fun build. But I think anybody watching this now could paint it a lot better than that, because they've just sprayed that black and left it.
Yeah.
No, they put little yellow bits on the back.
Yeah, but there's no shading in it. There's not any depth to it. It's like, what color is it? Black. Why shall I paint it black?
Yeah.
How about no? How about do it very dark?
It actually looks like it's self-coloured because of the different colours in the box.
Could be.
They may have been even lazier and not actually painted it at all.
Yeah, easy click system, 10 plus. So yeah, any kids around about 10, pre-teenager, I think they could be quite interested in this one.
Hang on, I need to get a prop before we come back. I've got a prop ready for me come back.
So that's that one, a Revell 150 Black Pearl. So a nice little hobby kit for the kids, really. The next one, for the motorbike fans out there, I know there's one or two in tonight. The Tamiya 112 scale Honda CBR.
That'd be big.
Yeah.
112 scale. Ooh.
It looks pretty fast, just standing still, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, an original eModels logo.
Oh.
So, yeah, nice kit. I don't know too much about motorbikes. I do know of the Honda Blackbird, though, because a lot of my friends have had them, things like that. Yeah, original eModels logo.
Nepo says he's built it.
Yeah, it's a nice kit. Being Tamiya, I'm sure it will go together as a nice kit.
Smooth says that's a good kit for someone who's not done a bike before. It goes together beautifully. Yeah, because Tamiya are like world leaders in their motorbike kits, and they range from these kind of like 20 or 30 quid ones that aren't too bad. They're quite nice, straightforward build, to like the ones that Chris built, which have like 10 billion parts and springs and metal parts and everything. So like Smooth says, if you're just getting into bikes or you're a younger builder, starting out on something like that would be a good idea, because it won't be a massively complicated build, but it will look fantastic when it's finished.
I do know that sometimes the Tamiya, they release a motorbike kit and it's not like an English, a UK production model. It's sort of an abroad model, but I do know that the Blackbird is released and runs on UK roads. So maybe you've got a friend who's got one, would like to see something like this built.
Yeah, Andrew Never Model Making, our new one of our new eModels builders, simply says yes.
Yeah,
I don't know to what, but yes, because he likes his bikes.
I think we said, is it a good kit?
Oh right, is it a good kit? Yes.
Yeah, that's a good. 23 quid. That's not bad.
That's what Smooth's saying. It's not a bad way to get into it. It's like a little gateway kit.
Yeah, it's going to be a big kit that as well for the for 112 scale. Yeah. And finally, they'll probably tie it up.
FB Model Making again says yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and the final thing tonight, they'll probably tie it all together and give you a clue as to what the link is. Yeah, Black Friday this week coming at eModels is Black Friday, November 23rd.
This Friday.
This Friday.
What day is it? Friday.
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 From 1 second past midnight on Friday morning.
Yeah. To get your orders in, take an extra 10% off. There's already 10% off in store anyway, and this will give you 20. It says 19% there, but 10% and 10% to me makes 20.
No,
It doesn't, because you're already taking 10 off. So
everything's discounted by 10% anyway, and then you take a further 10% off that, which makes a total discount of 19%.
it's probably 19 and a bit percent, but it's not quite 20. So they don't want to get in trouble for saying 20% off when it's not quite there.
Think of it this way: you've got something that costs £100. Take 10% off. That's £90. Now take 10% off that. That's £9. You take that. It's £19.
Oh, I get you now.
Yeah, Black Friday discount. Black Friday discount is 10% off the eModels price, which is 19% off the recommended retail price.
Yeah.
So midnight in the morning to midnight in the evening, Friday. Get everything in your basket and get going. It applies to anything in the store, whatever's in your order, every single
Slap it in your basket.
Slap it in your basket. Applies to all items. There's no exclusions. Apart from the only things that's excluded are pre-orders. You can't order a pre-order order. There's too many pre-orders. So anything that you're buying, and it's just taken off the whole order. So get stashing all the things in your basket and get ordering all the things and take the advantage of the shipping. It's from midnight to midnight, basically on Friday.
Yeah. Sale 10 is what you're aiming for.
Yep.
If you want to know more about it, if you want to know more about it, just go to the eModels webpage, look under offers, and it'll come up there with Black Friday, and it'll tell you all the terms and conditions.
And don't forget to read all the terms and conditions.
So, yeah,
Objects appear larger in the mirror than they may be. Your home is at risk. You can only keep up payments.
Yes, you use the code SALE10.
Yes,
Friday. So,
SALE10. There you go. So yes, this Friday is the day to be ordering all your chisel from eModels to get that lovely 19% saving.
Yeah, I'll certainly be putting an order in. So, you have to get behind me in the queue.
Yes, and then what we can expect is that the guys will get absolutely battered over the weekend, over Friday. Oh, as well, it also applies if you go in store.
Mm. Yep.
If you live local to eModels, there's nothing stopping you popping in and walking up to the counter and going, "Sale 10."
Yeah.
Probably worth putting stuff in your basket and ordering it for collecting in store first, though, because they might have run out by the time you get there.
Yes.
Yeah, just make sure it's in store. Have a look first. Yeah.
You can go into store and just shout "Sale 10" a lot, and
I'll stop sharing and I'll come back to you all.
Now I need to. Where's it gone? There was a thing that happened. It's very amusing, and it's probably not going to be funny now because it's.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It said, "Sup from Canada, boys." I had to do that. I love Canada. I mentioned Canada, and I love Canada. I don't know why, but I do.
Yeah.
I should put my Canada hat on.
Right. So if you know what the link is or what it was, don't answer until we say go. Right.
Go.
Anybody know? James Chapman says black. Yeah. James Chapman was the first one there. After we said go was black. Yeah, I know that it might.
Yeah, a few people have put it in early, but it's too early. So yeah.
I wait till Ted says go.
Yeah. So yeah.
But you can stop typing it in now because someone's already won.
No, they type that all in at the same time. It literally takes this long for YouTube to go. Yeah. Jim and Gray theme says Phil East.
CK says green.
Who was that? The one I've forgotten already now. James Chapman. Well done, James. Send a model. No, don't send a model. Send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk and just say that you won a big
sticker. Yeah.
And we shall send you a big sticker.
Yeah, I know that we've sent you some stickers out. They should be in the post if you haven't got them already. But yeah, you can quite welcome have another sticker. But well done to you all.
Can I put this flag on my hat so it's not actually sticking in front of my face and making me go cross-eyed like that?
Yeah, don't do that.
There's nowhere to put this now. I'll just have to.
And now we've got a couple of questions that have come in for giveaways. We've still got 2 stickers to give away and a mug, yeah, haven't we? So we
yeah.
Unlock it off me now so people can talk.
Pete Rogers said, "What's the question?"
I see Joanna's back. Well done. Hi, Joanna. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a few weeks. Hope everything's going well. Right. So what should we do now? Should we do another giveaway?
Yeah, do you want to do some giveaways?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Big sticker, little sticker, big fish, little fish cardboard box. Big fish, little fish cardboard box.
It was asked earlier, are the mugs back in stock? We don't think they are yet.
All right, yeah. Somebody mentioned the fact they won one a few weeks ago. If you win a mug, because last we were told they're out of stock, although we might be getting version 3. So, which means we'll be out of date. Which means James, mate, you'll need to send us some new mugs. Yeah, if you've won a mug in the last 2 or 3 weeks, they are out of stock at the moment. So what they're doing is they're piling up the people that have won the mugs, and as soon as they get the new stock in, they'll get all the people that have won. They'll get all their mugs sent out to them. So it might be that they come into stock and then they send all the mugs out to prize winners, and then they have none left.
Yeah,
but it does take them a while to get the mugs. So we think they're still out of stock, but it doesn't mean we're not going to give one away.
Yeah, apparently, when Pete each time Pete's sending for a new consignment of mugs, he's altering them slightly each time. So
Pete was sending for a new consort. That's a whole different
consort. Yeah, that was
an ordering system.
That was
sorry, Pete's mugged somebody. What? Hey,
consort was a car as well, wasn't it? Was it the Ford Consort?
TK says he needs a new mug. The wife has nicked his.
And Anders says 1 minute after midnight means I've got to stay up to 1:01 a.m. Yeah, I'll be sleepy on Friday.
Yeah. But it's from 1 microsecond past midnight in the morning on Friday to 11:59 on Friday. So it's all day Friday is Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day Friday UK GMT time.
Everybody's saying Ford Console.
Yeah, but because I thought there was a Ford Consort. I'm sure there's a Consort as well as a console.
No, I think a consort is like a high-class hooker.
So we've heard.
Princess car, I don't know, or something to do with the role. I don't know. Sounds like a good excuse for a big eModels order, TK. So
yeah, I know that last time that we mentioned there was a discount code. The guys at eModels were inundated, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah, well, the last time we had instead of a giveaway, we had a discount code for people in the chat for the duration of the day of the show, and it got put onto a forum, which means the entire internet basically decided to order from eModels. They got absolutely battered.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they did honor everybody's order, didn't they? Honored everybody's code.
Yes. But Pete Mate did say to us that going forward in the future, what we might do are things like discount codes for the duration of the show. And what we might do is just actually so for example, we might one day do a show where we just type the code into the chat, and that's it. We don't say it out loud. So there you go. Maybe. We don't know yet.
Carl says, Carl at Making Model said Ford's going to add a consort. There you go. I knew there was a consort. Yeah,
Joanna Hammond says the same. Osric 9000 says, Fox, you could give away the Panther behind you, seeing as you're not going to build it. No, let's go back to eModels. Because I'm getting rid of that because I'm getting the big perfect grey Falcon.
Take it back and swap it.
When they announced the perfect grey Falcon, I was like, yes, I don't have to build this tank.
Just send it up to me. I'll take it back.
Yeah. Back and build.
Daimler also made a consort. Yeah, I knew there was one. I knew it was a posh car. It was like for Princess Anne and things to run about with and things like that.
Digger says, Fox, how will we know who typed the word in chat? That's a good idea. We might get someone else to randomly type the discount code in.
Yeah, if we have to do that, we'll say, we are going to put the discount code for the evening in the chat now. And then it'll be in the chat, and we won't say it out loud. That's just one idea we've got for things going forward. You know.
Yeah. Just to give you guys back, they come in sort of every week and sort of interact and chat and things like that. Give something back to you guys for supporting us and keeping us going.
Right, instead of a giveaway this week, we'll do a special code word. You can go and place lots of orders until midnight, and it'll still get put on the internet somewhere. Somebody will put it on a forum somewhere, and they'll get 10 trillion. But hey, we tried. What can you do? What are we doing? Giveaways.
We're going to give something away. What should we give away?
A little sticker or mug?
Can we start with a mug? We never start with the mug. We always build up to the mug, don't we? Can we start with a mug?
The 2.1, 2.0.
It comes with a 3D effect.
It's a rubbish 3D effect, though.
It's really bad because by the time you finish doing this, your coffee's gone cold and you're all sad and everything's like, I've got a drinking problem. What is it? I can't get anywhere near my mouth. Okay. Shall I do a question for the mug?
Yeah, you do a question for the book, and then Timber's asked a question, but if he hasn't been answered before we get to him, we'll answer it after the question.
Okay, well, we can do that first if you want. Any advice on an air compressor that keeps stopping charging, just hums without charging the air tank? Yes, you need to buy a new compressor.
Yeah, it sounds like a piston's stuck.
Yeah, it's either oilless or oiled. Something got stuck somewhere, so it might just, it's a bit old.
It's either oilless or oiled.
You either get them oil lubricated or not oil lubricated.
So it's either got something or it hasn't.
Yeah, either way.
So just to narrow it down.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is it's bust to place it.
Smooth says if it's a Chinese diaphragm pump, it could be a torn diaphragm. Yeah, just keep the pump going, but nothing pumping.
Yeah. Nevbear Model Making says, "Can I have a mug?" Well, him and Simon should get a mug, yes, by default, because
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to figure that out.
Yeah, they need to have one on the screen.
When you order your kit, tell them you want a mug as well.
Well, no, because then they'll keep the kit back for months. It could be a valve leaking. Vincent Mr. Lowe says, "Shooting off. Catch you later." You can't go. We might need you for some complex technical questions.
Yeah, there might be difficult things.
Historical accuracy questions. I don't know.
Timber says, "So a new one then."
Yeah,
probably. Saying you can get spares if it's an AS189. So Smooth's kind of helping out there. There's a lot of generic Chinese compressors that are all the same one. So if it's one of those, it might just be generic. You can get spare.
So it depends how long you've had it, what you use it for, how much you use it, whether it's sort of beneficial to repair it, or would it be cheaper just to go out and buy a new one?
I mean, I must admit, because I've got a sort of a shonky Chinese one, the generic one that everybody's got, and it's fine. It works really nicely. But if it ever broke, I'd be too afraid to start tinkering with it, because I know if I try to fix it, it will just explode. Because
you're never sure that it's actually all out of air.
Yeah, so I just replace it.
Smooth's off as well.
Thanks for coming in, Smoke.
Thanks for coming.
Work in the morning and it's busy as hell at the minute. Oh well. Anyway, should we do a question? Yes, I was going to do a question.
Whose question are you going to do?
I'm going to Digger's question.
Digger's question. Okay.
Now he actually spelt the answer wrong, but I'll let him on because I'm a bigger nerd than he is. Right, this is a question for the mug.
The mug.
Now, before we ask the question, remember, as always, video and audio can get out of sync. I don't know what this means. It's the universal symbol of something. So before we do it, refresh the browser and drag the bar across to the right-hand side.
Perhaps while you're talking, I should be just doing sign language in the corner.
The exits must drop from the ceiling in the event of pressure dropping. 40, 30, retard, butter. Right, we're done. Okay, so you've refreshed your page. Now, here's a question. This is a question from Digger Evans, who sent his address
later.
Well done, Digger. Well done, Digger. Never mind. There was a joke there. Here's the question. In the Star Trek series, doesn't say which Star Trek series, so steady. In Star Trek, what was the middle name of Captain James T. Kirk? Go.
I knew that one. I knew that one.
Gordon Bobbington says, I think Foxx has lost it. I never had it.
Yeah. What
was James Kirk's middle name? Beans on toast. Phil Lewis is straight in with Tiberius. Well done. Yes, it's James Tiberius Kirk.
Pete Rogers says black.
Tinerius. Everybody spelt it correctly, unlike Digger, who spelt it wrong. Apart from TK, who spelt it Tiberius. TK, who was going to bed.
Timber says Terry.
Thiris says Redlen. Damn Fat Fingers says making models, Carl. I don't think his name was Damn Fat Fingers. Damn Fat Fingers Kirk.
Oh, that's because he said, no, I didn't say Tidus. No, he said Tenerius.
So whoever it was that won it, that I've forgotten already, send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk. Just say you won the mug. And like I say, what they'll do is they'll put you in a pile of people that are waiting for mugs, and when they come in, they'll get them. So yes, there's a bit of a backlog at the minute.
Yep. Don't forget to tell us that you said you won a mug, as you said.
You won a mug.
Jamie Bone says Dunkel Gelb. Napster says it was Teresa, but only on a weekend.
Yeah.
TK says I'm on a tablet. Give me a break.
I read that as I'm on the toilet. Give me a break. So
So there you go. That's that one. So brilliant. I will delete that email, but I'll keep the one that's got your address on.
That's convenient. It's almost like he planned to do it that way.
Yeah. Although we've got an email that says here's my address, but doesn't say what he's actually getting.
Yeah, that's
that's a point as well. Don't forget to tell us whether you've won a big sticker, a little sticker, or a mug. Because when we're doing the emails this week and sending out stickers and things, then we got to somebody who sent their address and said, "Hi Ted, I've won," and they didn't say what they've won.
It's not that we're just going to send you everything. We're not going to.
If you don't say what you've won, you're probably going to get a little sticker.
Yeah. Little one. Yeah.
Right. Should we do another sticker? What should we do? Big one or a little one?
Let's do a big one.
Well, yeah, must be a big one this time.
Do a big one.
Sticker.
Should I do a big one?
Yeah, go for it. Do a big one.
I feel like I've not done much talking tonight, apart from my bit. So,
Digger says, "Send me anything. It's fine. We'll send you all the old receipts. We'll send you all the old end of receipt rolls.
Yeah, you have a few bills I can send you.
We'll send you the backings of all the stickers that we peeled off and stuck on things.
Yeah, cardboard tube with paper.
On that note, the backings of stickers, I was telling Fox before, if you're lucky enough to win a big sticker and you keep the sticky, sidey, slidey thing it came off, it's brilliant for putting super glue and things and paint on, because you just peel it off, it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
So it's handy to keep.
So Phil Lewis says, "Woohoo! I won a new mug. We don't know for sure it is a version. It might be two. Might go so bored of waiting. They should have landed on version 2s.
It's all rumor. Right, I shall read another question then. We seem to be on a sci-fi bent with these. Lord Barkley III has sent a question. He says, "No sticker needed, as I've got most now, Tar."
We have been asking Peter, we've been mentioning, dropping hints that we like some character stickers so you can collect and swap and share. And,
I mean, they've got the artwork.
Yeah. Oh, you could take them around and say, "Oh, I got that one. Has anyone got a Ted? I need a Ted."
Yeah.
I'd love to have because I put stickers on my wet palette. I'd love to have my wet palette with a sticker of me on it. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, we could have.
What, you mean you wouldn't want us on it?
But it could be
back.
It could be the whole team, couldn't it? Not just you, me, and Chris. It could be John and Pete and James and Cav.
That says a Panini eModel sticker album. One giant thick cardboard page.
eModels 2018. Collect them all.
So that's it. As well as a version 3 mug with me that strips off as it heats up. Yeah, we could do it.
Either that, I'll just send all the artwork to Chris, and Chris will get some stickers printed out for us.
Right, I shall ask this question for what did we say? Big sticker.
Big sticker. Yeah, go on.
Okay, go. Big sticker question. Prepare yourselves, everybody. Brace yourselves. And I have a question, as I say, from Lord Barkley III. His question is, what year did Blake 7 first air? Go. What year did Blake 7 first air?
I don't know that.
I got the right sort of ballpark, but I wasn't exactly right. But
I didn't realise it was that far back.
It was long ago. And Sprugler Addict wins with 78.
Sprugler never wins anything.
No, I'm accepting that he probably meant 1978 rather than 0078. Yeah. Well done, Sprugler.
Yep. Well done.
75, 76, no idea, which is technically the correct answer, but not the one we're looking for.
So Sprugler,
77.
eModels.co.uk. You want a big sticker. Name and address, please.
TK said, "What is Blake 7?" Yeah, you don't want to know.
No, trust me, it's not. Go back and watch.
Sprugler says, "No, I meant 2078.
Yeah.
Too late, you won. You answered, you won.
Snap defeat from the jaws of victory. He never wins anything, says Dad.
What year was Blake 7 set? Does anybody know?
The future.
Yeah, the future, definitely. Right. I'm going to delete that email then, because we didn't need a sticker for him.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Right.
What?
Jamie Bone says, Vicar of Dibley.
Oh,
says, wow, big sticker is cool.
Vicar of Dibley is quite, especially the Christmas episode when she had to eat about 5 dinners.
I actually did that on my birthday one year. I planned to go out for a big, massive curry with my friends one year for my birthday. And it was my 21st. So I got home.
Long time ago.
I got home. I know it was a long time ago. In the days before colour and everything. Got home from work. And lo me, just for a laugh, Mum and Dad had done like a proper kids party thing with cake, and snacks, and finger food, and jelly, and everything. I was like, oh, so I had to eat all that and then go out for a big massive curry. I was like, oh,
yeah.
I couldn't refuse. I had an R2D2 cake and everything.
Yeah. Even at our age and old may it be, there's still nothing wrong with party food.
I know, I love party food.
Party food. Yeah, I love to go.
You know what I love? You know what I love doing at Christmas? We're not ones here for doing lots of cooking because Mama Foxx and I were both just lazy as anything, basically. We'll do anything simple. We like to go to Iceland and get the big party packs where you get like 500 spring rolls or 120 pigs in blankets and stuff, or the Indian stuff. It's great. It just takes them a half an hour to make them and you get tons of food for the whole day.
Yeah. Whenever I used to be quite good in the job, because you used to go to sort of receptions and publicity and talks and things like that, and they always had party food, little finger buffet, little tiny cut sandwiches and sausages on sticks and things like that. And that's what your helmet was for. You'd fill it.
Oh yeah. Paul Lyne says that's what I do for Boxing Day. Biddy Curate says I'd love an R2D2 cake and jelly and ice cream for my birthday. It was 26 years ago, so yeah.
Yeah.
Phil Kett says Blake 7 was set at least 700 years in the future, and it sounds like an official quote. So
I like the way they kept it nebulous, even though it's 700 years in the future. We need to make it nebulous just in case.
Yeah, so that 700 years time, people can come back and say that was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want my flying car that Tomorrow's World said I was going to have.
Yeah.
Raymond Baxter. Was it Raymond Baxter? Yeah, brilliant guy. Yeah, was he a test pilot or something?
He was a Spitfire pilot in World War II.
Yeah.
He might have been a test pilot, but he was a Spitfire pilot, I think.
Nigel.
Sorry, Ken, go on.
Yeah, Nigel Montebaker Bench says he thinks his dog is just eating a Florrie skinny stick. Right.
Oh yes, Graham Presswood has mentioned that I was going to say, as we discussed Iceland, and of course other frozen food stores are available. However, Graham Presswood has mentioned that Iceland this year are selling, and they are available now, sprouts dipped in Marmite.
Yeah, I've got to pick some of them up. Sounds really good.
Because I like sprouts.
Yep.
I like Marmite. And everybody that disagrees, just shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. Do sprouts not Marmite?
Digger Evans says they lied about the flying cars.
Yeah, and the silver suits and the meal and a pill.
And TK says hoverboard. We've been denied that.
Yeah.
Didn't they have the first microwave on Tomorrow's World?
They had the first of most things, didn't they? I remember CDs. They smeared jam on them.
I'll tell you what's great. If you're in the UK and you go onto the BBC iPlayer, they have one single episode of the computer program.
Oh.
You know the one with Rob Searle was his name, whatever his name was.
Oh, the big guy,
the tall, lanky guy with the hair that did weird things. It was talking about the future of computers.
With the Sinclair ZX Spectrum.
Yeah, was it called the Micro Show or something?
Is that the one that they used to broadcast a program at the end over the titles? You had to record it, and then you could play it back into your BBC Model B.
Yeah,
and actually activate.
It was the program that gave rise to the whole sort of BBC Model B stuff. The computer program. I've got the music in my head now. Oh yeah, was it Rob Searle? What was his name? Something like that. Somebody Google it, Wikipedia it. Most of the micro says that might be the one they've got on there. Actually, it's something like that.
Pete Rogers said he once did a fire cover for the G8 Summit at Lancaster House in London. The police were snacking away on caviar. He's correct. If there was ever food, we would find it.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. You'd find a whole PSU unit hanging around the back of a chippy, and then somebody would ask, "Have you got any chips?" Yeah.
Zadster says Chris Searle. That's it, Chris Searle.
Chris Searle, that's him. Making the most of the micro.
32 feet tall and a head that long, and his hair did strange things. The theme music was Computer World from Kraftwerk. I don't remember it being that, but it might have been.
That was
been a long time. I could be thinking of something else then.
That must be pre-Kraftwerk, was it?
No, 80s. Kraftwerk's been around since 1974.
I was just listening to them the other way.
I've got an audio cassette on the cassette somewhere. I've got a Kraftwerk album from 1975, 6.
Have you got anything that will play it?
No.
Yeah, actually, I think it's Radioactivity.
Yeah, I've got some Kraftwerk albums in the loft. They were on coloured vinyl.
Yeah, we had the model.
Oh.
But, yeah, it was basically just like they had electric piano, a Rhodes electric piano, a Mellotron, and maybe a mini Moog, and that was it. And they did a whole album.
Lord Barkley says they formed in 72.
Yeah, so I think it was 74, 75. I think it was Radioactivity. It might be something else. It had Radioactivity on it. Was the first track. Oh, Computer Love, maybe. Ian McNaught Davis, there's another name. Right, was somebody giving a mug away? No,
we did a mug already. We haven't done a little sticker.
Ted, you've not done your little thing yet.
What's that?
You've not done your little giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would wave them around.
You're going to have to make up a question as well.
Yeah, I would wave them around, but I can't find them.
No, little sticker time. Little sticker. There you go. We'll wave them.
Yeah.
Little stickers. Get your little stickers here.
So your chance to win a sticker. And I've got to make up a question.
I'm trying to do the Fox Mulder thing, but I haven't got two lots. Hang on, let's see if we can. I need one sticker that says mush and one that says room, but I can't do that.
Room mush.
I can't know how he did it now. The clip from the X-Files when he does that. Mush room. I'll shut up. Carry on.
Right. Look, I've got to look around the room now.
Oh. Who's there going? Think of a question. Mrs. Ted said, no, I can't ask that one.
Oh, right. Yeah, a question for a little sticker for this evening from me, which I'll make up in a short time.
Anytime now, we'll make up a question in a minute.
Write a number on the back of your hand.
Yeah. Right.
That's the easy one. That's what I do.
Write a number on the back of Fox's hand.
There's my hand.
I wish I had got a pen to write it. Right.
Phil Kett has just sent me a link to the entirety of the BBC's computer literacy project. If you want to find it, it is. If you want to write this down, https://computer-literacy-project.pilots with an S on the end bbcconnectedstudio.co.uk/programs. That's the English PROGRAMMES.
Right, I've got a pen. What is it?
It's www.geocities.com. Yeah, if you go on. There you go. I can't copy it into the chat because it's on my iPad, which is there, and the chat's there on my telly.
Can't you just drag it up?
That's like trying to scroll up and down the chat on my PC monitor with my finger.
Have we killed enough time yet, Ted?
Yes, are you there? Ted, just write a number on the back of your hand, dude.
It's all right. I've worked something out.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy here, who's going on the Matador, who's going to be the driver for the Matador, is painted in a Vallejo colour. Vallejo colour. Yeah, you might have to Google it or have a look on the eModels website. The number is 70921. What's its actual English name? What's he painted in? Go. 70921. The Valero.
You covered the name up there, Ted.
Yes, he's covered up the name with his thumb, cunningly.
Cover up the name. What's the actual colour for this guy?
I thought you were going to ask what his name was.
Khaki, Dunkelgelb, khaki green.
Phil Kett's won that by English Uniform.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah, there we go. So if you want to paint some British infantry, an excellent colour is the Vallejo English Uniform.
Or however you want to pronounce it.
So Phil Kett, well done. Send us an email. You've already sent us an email. Yep. Send us an email to tell you.
Okay. With your name and address. Just say you want a small sticker. Sticker. In fact, shall I try and put that link into the chat?
Phil Lewis says sponge.
Ooh, I like that word. That's a good word.
We'll let you. I don't think I'll let you send the link.
Put a link in because I'm awesome.
Yeah, we can put links in.
Because I'm super awesome. Except I can't get into email because I'm not logged in as eModels.
Nigel's model making bench says, by the way, Ted, Vallejo is pronounced Vallejo in Spanish.
I think it means Vallejo because there's no other way to pronounce. That's all right.
No, it's just Valero.
Vallejo. It's funny if we don't tell Ted how it's correctly. Nigel might be new to the stream, but we like to not tell Ted how to actually pronounce things because
we tell him wrong. It's Vallejo. It says Ted. Vallejo.
Vallejo pen.
Vallejo. You paint your Edward models with Vallejo.
Yeah. Ted only paints with Vallejo and Hatakataka paints.
Send him a letter with your email address.
Phil Lewis says crenellations is another good word.
Yeah, crenellations.
Crenellations.
Probe. Everybody, okay, this is what I love, right? I don't know if this will work, but I like words that are kind of squishy. Like words like probe or flump or, blimp. Words that are kind of squishy and squidgy. So
like moist.
Yeah, moist. Everybody, just for the fun of it, just type a squishy word into chat.
Nice words only, though. No naughty words. Just family show.
Type in your squidgy, flumpy words, and I'll read them out.
Nigel Model Making Bench says, "Sorry guys, can you please mention Mig Jimenez?" I got that one.
Yeah, I got that one. Right.
a shout out for Mig Jimenez.
Dave Cardboard's in.
Spruglu says, apologies for our Spanish viewers.
Yes. Yeah, Dave Cardboard's in. Welcome, Dave. You and Dave Cardboard and Brian Windmill.
Pete Rogers says, funny thing is, I was going to ask on Ted's Facebook link what colour he used and what colour is his webbing.
Actually, it's English uniform, the yellow colours for British uniform for his main battle dress, followed by khaki for his webbing, his puttees.
Puttees. That just sounds like a wrong word, doesn't it?
Puttees were refractive green.
Refractive green.
And his helmet is a very nice shade of Russian uniform, World War II.
Oh, them sound like Destiny shaders. That's ridiculous.
George is back. He says, well, it's still going. I made it back.
Yeah, we have a list of squidgy words. Dave Cardboard. I still say that Cardboard and Windmill. It sounds like a 70s cop show. It sounds fantastic. Cardboard and Windmill. Dave Cardboard says tranche. That's a little bit too spiky because it's got a T in it.
It's also foreign.
Yeah, well, no, I'm getting Time Team vibes, and I'll always accept Time Team vibes. It's always a bit of a pass. Yeah. So I'll give you a pass on the Time Team aspect. It's not quite squishy. We've got Muffin from Timber. Jamie Bone says bum. Paul Lyon says blob. Earl says
blob. That's a Blackadder type word, isn't it? Blob.
Blob.
Earl D says just blob, which isn't a real word, but fits, so we'll let it. 8 points out of them.
That was very loud.
Turn the phone off.
TK says, what was that Dutch word again, Fox? I don't know.
Can't remember.
Zadster and Timber both say blancmange. Squishy itself, for that matter. Yeah, that's true. So spid. Moist sponges, says Nige Model Making.
Phil Lewis has got a good one. Mellifluous.
Mellifluous. Ploppy, says Spluger.
That is a run to one of it. Ploppy.
Anders Erickson says mom. Mom does actually kind of fit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bobbington says Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't really. He's a bit spiky. Mush. Oh, yeah, mush.
Oh, Mark 3BS says, does he say envelope or envelope?
Envelope.
I'm not sure if envelope.
It's flumpy, it's squishy. Pompadour, says Timber. Gelatinous. I like that. It's not a flumpy word, but it kind of fits gelatin. Cellador, which was voted the most beautiful, apparently the most beautiful word in the English language, if there's 2 words.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Avuncular, says Phil Lewis. Oh, here we go. TK says, Kollektive Sorg... I've got to get close to it. Hang on. Kollektive Sorgverzekering, or something along those lines. Kollektive Sorg... That's not pretty. Schmetterling! Flatulent floppy bumfat. Sounds right. Mash. Insidious. Splodge. Yes. Well done. You've all done some good squidgy words there.
Oh, cool.
Everybody wins a free breath of air.
And relax.
Yeah.
Right. I think on that note...
It was hilarious how Fox spoke my name out. Wait, what? Where?
I don't know. I didn't notice anything.
Well, I think with all those words to reflect upon this evening as we go to sleep, we leave the workbench and have those words flowing around our minds, in which we shall assemble into a sentence next week.
Yes. Oh, Zadster says for lollop, and he gets 10 points for the Stanley Unwin reference.
Yeah, Timber and Sergeant Bones both say flump, and Spruglu says, I love the flumps.
In fact, when I did say to George I was going to send George in America some British treats. I might have to send him some hobnobs, some flumps.
You should never eat them together, though.
No. They should never be combined.
You can float them on top. You can float the top flumps on top of your hot chocolate.
Do you know what? A lifelong dream. If I won the lottery, the first thing I won, one of the things I would do is I would buy an Olympic-sized swimming pool. I would fill it with flumps. Because I want to know what it feels like to dive into a swimming pool full of flumps.
You don't need a nearly Olympic-sized swimming pool for that, though. You could use
a big. I need to be deep, so I'm not going to like bank into the bottom and just break my entire face.
I don't think you would. I think the flump ratio is much harder than water.
Yeah, I want to know what it feels like to just like fall back into a big pile of flumps. Also, I want to know what it sounds like to get a billion flumps and make them all go into the bottom of the swimming pool from a big height.
Drowning in flumps.
George Gabriel says flumps is a food. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Flip flop.
I will send you, George. I will send you as well as some chocolatey hobnobs. I'll send you some if I can get some because they're hard to find. I'll send you some flumps.
Would you get flumps through US Customs?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure. I'll have to maybe secrete them in a. I don't know. I'll have to break posting.
Ryan says, I won't try and type it, but think of Bill and Ben's catchphrase.
Blob 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 blob. Feel how painful it would be to belly flop onto flumps, says Phil. With my swimming skills, it would be an entire body flop.
I don't think it'd be painful. I think it'd be quite.
George Gabriel is now excited. But that's another song.
He says a belly flump. 10 points. That's what I would do. I would get a big swimming pool and fill it full of flumps.
I want some flumps now.
Flumptation tank. Oh yeah. It would feel flumpy, says Spid. Flumps is the best word ever.
I'm gonna have to go shopping tomorrow for flumps.
Everybody in the UK is now like, oh yeah, Tesco's 24 hours to get some flumps. Yeah.
We'll give Foxx time now to nip out to Tesco's for a supply of flumps.
And remember, McDonald's is open 24 hours as well.
Yeah. Flumps not available at eModels.co.uk.
Yes.
Yeah, Tesco would sell a paddling pool as well, so you could buy both at the same time.
Imagine if eModels sold snack foods as well.
Oh,
they do.
If you go into eModels, if you go into the store, they've got a fridge there with like tins of stuff. You can buy cans of fizz and pop if you're in the store, and snacks and stuff.
And stacks, yeah, and stacks. So on that note, as we have fixed in our minds now, Foxx diving naked into a paddling pool full of.
Nobody said anything about naked. That was just in your mind.
I know we're trying to go home now, but Nigel's modelling bench has just said, "How about a tank full of Twinkies?" Ooh.
Twinkles. What twinkles?
Twinkies. You don't know what a Twinkie is? It's the food that lasts forever. It's the American snack food that's foam with chemicals in the middle.
Actually, foam. Yeah.
It's like packing nuts with cream in the middle. But they're actually really nice. Frankie Cobber would say, "Can I get a sticker 2 instead of the win on the gallery in the beginning of June? I've never received." Yeah, send us an email, Frankie.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happened, Frankie. But send
us an email.
Mark's 3Bs opened a bag of flumps 10 minutes ago. I'll never be able to eat a pack of flumps again.
Philly says, "Great as always, guys, until Ted left us with the naked Foxx belly flump." I think we just invented the word belly flump into the English language. We need to use this as much as possible now.
Spruglu says, if Foxx dies, can I have his naked minifigures?
Thanks for that picture painted in my mind just before bedtime, Ted, says Anders Eriksson.
Nice.
Everybody's thinking about me naked flumping into a load of flumps, and that's nothing to do with me. I didn't even start it. The power of Ted's internet.
It's strange how things get distorted on the internet. Anyway, we'll leave you with that thought. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us on a Monday night again for the eModels live stream. We hope to see you again next week sometime. Don't forget the Black Friday sale this Friday, all day Friday, for everything that's in the store. So it's good night from me.
Important question. Nigel says, does Fox ever not smile? I always smile. I'm an idiot.
Everything just amazes him all the time. Oh, that's nice. Oh,
oh, that piano's just fallen on that man's head.
Ooh, look at those two men carrying that enormous sheet of glass.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us again, and we'll see you all. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I've got the button. Stop broadcast. Yeah, that one.